Hello, hello, hello. Sorry. I'll get it together. I wanted to have this as the forefront too, but I realized when I turned the camera on that my screen was too close and you could see it. So sorry about that. Me and camera issues, right? So for those of you, I'm going to wait a couple minutes actually. We're going to wait till there's a couple of people that pop on. And then we will start. Don't mind my big zit, my big blemish right in front of your face. And it seems like I have two. I'm like, damn. Hey, Tina Kelly, how are ya? Okay, so for those of you that maybe missed the giveaway that I started yesterday, here is the beautiful ring. We'll see if I can't get this to focus a lot better. Come on, work with me, camera. So, beautiful princess cut ring. The birthstone is actually September. I had to look that up. That's why I've never worn this, is that I don't have anything to wear it with, and I'm not in September. So perhaps you know somebody who wants, a ring or whatever. It's a cute little ring. I love it. I got it in a larger size so that you could wear it on multiple fingers. So if you're interested in entering that draw, please drop your name below in the post about Jamie Kloss and Jake Thomas Patterson. Hey, Percy, how are ya? I think we're going to take the jacket off. It's getting a little bit too warm for it. Okay. How is everybody doing? Let me just start by. Good. Thanks for the thumbs up. If you're just joining in, throw up a like sign. We've got a giveaway happening in a couple of weeks. And honestly, you guys, I really wasn't sure what the heck to go ahead and give away again, right? So what better thing than a brand new piece of jewelry that's never been worn? I thought, it's kind of cute. Then next month, I promise we're going to definitely be doing the Visa MasterCard. So I'm not sure which one, but it doesn't really matter. They're accepted everywhere. So Gucci. Percy, did you want to be entered in the draw? Maybe you have a special someone, or you and your girlfriend are doing better. I don't know, that you'd like to enter into the draw. How do you throw up a like sign? There's a thumbs up button. Percy, don't act stupid. You're so much smarter than that. I know you are. You're just asking silly questions. On purpose, right? Am I going to get a reaction? Of course you are. It's me. Anyways. Okay. Hey, Bruce. How are you? Hey, Paula. I almost missed you. Sorry. Hey, Sheila. How you doing, honey? Did you guys have a chance to listen to the full interview with Chris Watts or no? Don't play with you. Shush, you don't play with me. Never mind. You gave a like? Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate the support, folks. So today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the Humboldt Broncos accident that happened in Saskatchewan. And, this was the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League that was involved. And the person that was behind the truck driver, hey, hippie chick, TGIS. So the gentleman that was driving, his name was Mr. Sidhu. And this happened on April 6th last year, 2018. I actually have footage. Hopefully it will show you guys what I am talking about. This is basically, hey, hello. Much love, honey. So for those of you that also maybe perhaps don't know, when I have issues with technology, I get really mad at technology. I'm just like flipping at the bird and I'm yelling and cursing at it, and it's all its fault and nothing ever works because I get so frustrated. So, in all honesty, it's probably just me, but one of our lives last week got deleted, and the system says that I deleted it. Now, I don't even freaking remember touching a delete button, but apparently I did. So regardless. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of, explain that so that you guys knew that it's actually my fault that things got deleted and not, YouTube or something like that. Okay, so the person that was involved in the collision was a truck driver. He was carrying a load of peat moss, and he was traveling between, 86 and 96 kilometers an hour. However, he completely blew through a stop sign and completely missed a couple of warnings along the highway. There was no stop sign for the bus driver. So, I mean, he even attempted to, he slammed the brakes on hard, but he wasn't able to avoid the collision. And sadly, it killed 16 people and injured 13 more. So 29 people in total were affected. Huge amount of families all around Canada that, are deeply wounded by this tragedy. So here is a little description of sort of what had happened. Okay, I'm hoping this will just focus for us. So the truck driver, and I'll show you a photo just so you have something to sort of relate this story to. This is the gentleman. He seems to be a responsible person. However, the accident was absolutely devastating. And, and it affected so many people. So he was traveling down highway number 335 here in Canada. And, there was some warning signs letting him know that there was going to be a stop sign and stuff. And I don't know if he was behind on schedule or, just not paying attention to the road properly. He did blow the stop sign like altogether. What's interesting about this case, though, is that the fact that this man was fresh into this job. He had been driving with this particular company for about 3 weeks. He, for the first 2 weeks prior to this incident happening, was driving with a partner that was helping him, second eyes on the road and, kind of in training in a sense. And really, he probably shouldn't have gotten out of training that quickly, but whatever. I'm not here to judge that. So, regardless, this was his first week by himself on the road. And, he states, he stated in court that he was distracted by a tarp that was loose on the side of his truck. And that's what he was looking at. He wasn't intoxicated or under the influence of anything. He, in fact, had pulled over not far before this had happened, a couple of times actually, to check his map. And it showed that he really wasn't intoxicated. He wasn't under the influence of anything. He wasn't distracted by his cell phone. However, he was distracted by this tarp on the side of his truck that seemed loose, and there was air that had gotten in between it. And I mean, it was flapping around and on the highway. So that's what he attributes, looking away, taking his eyes off the road. His attention was diverted to the loose tarp, hey, Amy. And due to that, in the moment, he proceeded relatively quickly straight through the stop sign, like no intention of even stopping. Whether or not we'll probably never know for sure if the man actually saw it or not. But the fact that he had little experience and was behind the wheel sort of by himself right off the hop, in April driving conditions also, I might add, he ended up, causing for this accident to happen. Now, apparently his truck was still on cruise control also, which just kind of further proves that he really wasn't trying to stop it at all, So the sentencing for this man, and I do want to read some things to you guys, but the sentencing for all of this is supposed to happen on March 22nd. So we'll hear what the judge's decision is on that date. But the thing is that the Crown is seeking like 10 years plus deportation, right? Because any kind of a serious crime like this can warrant a deportation, immigration type thing, right? So I wanted to read some of these things to you guys because they're important, in my opinion. So a little bit of backstory of this gentleman is that he came from India in 2013. He followed his girlfriend out here. He came with a commerce degree. And the woman eventually became his wife. She had come to Canada slightly before Sindhu did. Moved to Toronto. They were students, and they got a 2-year business diploma and worked at sort of the liquor marts here in Canada. In August of 2017 is when Sindhu had taken his training to become a commercial transport truck driver in Alberta. And it was said that he lasted about a week. Then the course lasted about a week, and that he was, tested and obtained his license. So they had gotten married in India and returned to Canada in March 2018. And that's when he was sort of hired on, by this trucking company 3 weeks before the crash, So sadly, he has taken 16 lives out of the world, and ruined so many other people, like grandparents and aunts and uncles and all kinds. Let me know if you guys are having any buffering or losing of service, okay? 16 people dead. Yes, Amy, that is a lot, right? In all honesty. Okay. All right, so the bus was traveling 96 kilometers per hour when it T-boned the semi, which was traveling about 86 to 96 kilometers an hour. The semi truck was going about like a 98 kilometers an hour before it actually, hit into the bus. Now, the moment he passed the first highway sign, Sindhu would have had like more than enough time to sort of brake and stop at the intersection, had he been paying attention, I guess, to what was happening on the road. However, he was distracted by this tarp, right? The road conditions were suitable for safe driving. And the collision reconstructionist reenacted the drive and, found that the sun wasn't even obstructing the view or vision of all of this, It was argued that the trees at the southeast corner of the intersection were inconsequential because, there was no stop sign in place right there, right? So, and, he said that the trees in his view, in all honesty, weren't aggravating to his view. Like, he could see the bus very reasonably, had he been paying attention, right? So as of December 2018, the Criminal Code of Canada increased the maximum penalty for dangerous driving causing death from 14 years to life in prison, and a maximum sentence for dangerous driving causing bodily harm from 10 years to 14 years. So the changes, although they don't seem to apply to Sindhu because the crash happened before the amendment, it's, it shows that he could be facing some pretty serious charges, and has, right? So the case involved, the drivers were not impaired, and they didn't have any lengthy criminal records either. So, Mr. Sindhu pleaded guilty, of course. He took full responsibility for having been distracted and taken his eyes off the road. He agrees that it was 100% his fault. He shouldn't have had his truck on auto, cruise, and he should have been paying attention, and if the tarp was bothering him, he certainly had room on the highway in order to pull over and get everything secured properly before carrying on. Now, that being said, timeline, right? A lot of the truck drivers are on time frames to deliver and drop off and get paid the right amounts and stuff like that. But you have to, in my opinion, he should have stopped and secured things. And had he have done that, he even stated that had he have taken a few extra minutes at any one of his stops, this collision wouldn't have happened. But that's not what happened. So hang on, guys. Sorry, I lost my train of track here on what I'm trying to read to you guys as well. Because I don't want to just read it verbatim, word for word. I want to throw in my own wording here. So sorry, folks. I might as well take a sip of my coffee here too. Okay, so this is important here too. So he's had a few sentencing hearings, right? And I mean, during, of course, one of them in Saskatchewan, the Crown prosecutor advocated for a 10-year prison sentence. The immigration lawyer said that Sidhu pleaded guilty to a serious charge, and it's very likely that he will be sent back to his birth country of India once he completes his sentence. His sentence could be as minimum as 18 months and as huge as, life. So the immigration lawyer also stated that it's not the sentence that counts, it's the fact that it's an indictable offense. And the Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada confirmed that permanent residents, which is what he is, who have been convicted of a serious criminal crime may lose their status and have to leave the country after completing their sentence. So this could be, triggered by receiving an actual sentence of more than 6 months. So considering that he is, from India, he was born onto a little farm there, he's not a citizen of Canada, he is only a permanent resident, that there's sort of few chances that he can appeal this. He could appeal the deportation order if he receives a sentence of less than 6 months, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. We'll see. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just sort of putting in my thoughts with you guys here, So if your sentence is actually, more than 6 months, then you have no right to appeal to the Immigration Appeal Division. But if you're above 6 months, you don't get the opportunity to argue how serious the crime was, that you've been here for a long time. These are your attachments to Canada, stuff like that. So like he receives, if he receives a conditional discharge, meaning he could serve time in prison, but instead live under certain conditions, he could avoid deportation completely. Now, the immigration lawyer further states that the scenarios that would see Sidhu able to stay in Canada seem unlikely. So, it's really, and I've been reading some of the commentary, you guys. It seems pretty straightforward that people are wanting the deportation. So, it's expected that there will be a outcry from the public. From coast to coast, it states, based on the facts, and that 6 months would be, not a large enough sentence, in all honesty, right? So, what does it say here? The Minister of Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship, Ahmed Hussein, could refuse the deportation under compassionate grounds. However, in 2009, a driver who killed a woman during Vancouver's street race and fought to stay in Canada on humanitarian and compassionate grounds was deported. So interesting that this is going to carry on a little bit further in, right? Um, it further says in this particular article that if the street racer gets removed, what about someone who unfortunately has an event that leads to the loss of a larger number of people's lives, right? And that the deportation lawyer says, I don't think the cards are good for this particular individual. Basically meaning like so many lives were ruined because of his error. And even though the man is owning up to it and stuff, it's really not going to take it back. And then what's he going to do, right? I mean, so some people say, well, we shouldn't keep him here just to pay for him to be in our prison system. Then we should just deport him, So I'm wondering kind of what my Canadian viewers might think, Yeah, the immigration lawyer doesn't think that he's going to successfully be able to stay in Canada after his sentencing. I'm wondering how long is actually going to be sentenced, and if we're going to have to pay for that through Canada. And I know that that's been a discussion with some folks in the US that I have on my channel about, maintaining people on prison systems that are, ineligible for parole, and the cost of having them on, death row versus life without parole and stuff like that. So, you just never know. And I'd love to talk about it, So the judge, of course, has to balance out, the effect of what has happened, the amount of people that were affected by this one person, and how many people are actually going to be upset if he continues to work and stay and live in Canada after something so tragic has happened, despite it being what he claims to be an accident. There's safety rules in place for a reason, and distracted driving is a real thing, so even if you are only looking at your tarp that's flapping or your load that's moving during that moment that you're looking away from the road, you are distracted. Let's face it, right? I mean, and this was the most deadliest distraction that could have happened. These 29 people were off to they were off to a hockey tournament. Like this team was an amazing team. I was reading up on the Wikipedia site, and oh my gosh, the amount of wins that they've had. They even played against Manitoba, which is here where I'm from. On September 18th, they retired all 29 members that were involved in this bus crash. I mean, sadly, but for some of them, they're continuing on in a very positive light. The families are, being support systems for others that have been in tragic accidents, and they're creating different programs and, help groups and stuff like that. So I think it's empowering nonetheless, but it is a tragic, huge loss. Let me just see. So check this fact out, because this has to do with the Toronto Red Wings. I was just shocked to read this. So in 2015 to 2016, the Broncos, the Humboldt Broncos, missed the playoffs for the first time since the 1979-1980 season, marking the end of a playoff streak longer than the Detroit Red Wings' then active streak of 25 years. Super cool thing to have under your belt. I mean, it sounds like they were an amazing team. I thought I would share this story with you guys because it was so sad and in all honesty, intense for Canada, and I've shared a lot of stories with you guys as far as the US goes. So I thought, well, let's do a Canadian story today, right? So, they were originally established in like 1970 by a group of local organizers, in Saskatchewan. The team was originally affiliated with the Swift Current Broncos of the Western Hockey League. And, they supplied the team with the team name, jerseys, and some players. And, they carried on to be quite an amazing team together, I must say. So my heart goes out to the families that are affected. And I really hope that some good can come from this, They won so many championships. Like in the early years, it says under the guidance of coach Dr. Terry Henning and general manager Dr. Jerry Rooney in 1971 to 72, the Broncos defeated the Melville Millionaires in 5 games to win their first Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League championship, and then went on to defeat the Dauphin Kings in 6 games to win the Anavet Canalta Cup, Saskatchewan versus Manitoba, eventually losing in 5 games to the Red Deer Rustlers in the Centennial Cup West final. So really, really cool. It sounds like, they had a lot of good experiences together, and it is sad and tragic that, the families had to go through something like this and lose, such important members of their families. So much, devastation around. It's sad, in all honesty, Hey, Lynn's studio. Well, I can't stop people from talking about me. They can talk about me all they want, in all honesty. I have no use for people that are doing stuff like that. In all honesty, karma, it sucks. So they should be careful, in my opinion, about how they're talking about other people. It's one thing to send an email to talk back and forth. It's another thing to go and slap your face on the internet and start fucking flapping your gums. Like, get your shit together, people. What's the matter with you? Take it the legal fight. Don't just take it your own route. Like some people are just ridiculously stupid. But hey, I have my moments, and although I can admit to it, it seems like others don't know how to do that, And I really, 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 really wish that I hadn't have reneged my claim against Rebecca. Having seen the type of woman that she is and her personality now, I really would have chosen not to work with somebody like her, in all honesty. So, I mean, just cheese and rice. Oh, woo! Seriously, though, let's, get it back to my channel and no drama. I really don't give a crap what the hell anybody else wants to talk about, but like, be warned, karma, it sucks. So go ahead and slander all you want. In my opinion, it's only going to do good for me, because I'm not doing that to any of you guys. So as much as I have had problems, I even had people come at me and say, well, maybe you should have emailed them and maybe you should have contacted them first. So now I chose to do that, and she shits all over me on an email, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm not communicating like that with anybody. And what kind of freaking victim advocate is that when she's crapping all over somebody for sending an email asking a question about, hey, I think you might be using my footage. Can we talk about this, please, and stop this from happening and get on the same page? So, yeah, I guess people love to hate, whatever. C'est frustrant en salle. So, yet other creators threaten strikes constantly and nobody says anything. Yeah, whatever anyways, right? Like, they can go ahead and be two-faced all they want, but karma really, really, really freaking sucks. So keep it up, folks. For those of you that are making videos of me all the time, it really doesn't bother me very much. And all it's going to do is create for people to find me better through your drama and crap. And then they're going to see how direct and nice I am. And they're going to be like, you know what? I kind of like this chick. So play fair. Yeah, they don't know how to do that, though, I don't know if anybody here on my channel is aware. I don't have anybody come around and help me find things, or anybody help me with, anything, actually. So I have my legal counsel, and I use that for when I need it. I don't use it for just, can you help me get footage, or can you help me figure out how to do something? That's not how that works. You know what I mean? I work all by myself. I do all my own work, all my own research, all my own reading, all my own uploading, all my own recording, all my own editing. I do it all by myself. So I have a little bit of an offense when people just come around and go, oh, shoot, that looks so cool. Why don't I just take this and use it? Even just a little piece of it. She won't really know. And then they just carry on. Like, get out of here. You know, if success was that easy, and do you really think your success is going to be amazing when you're riding off of somebody else like that? No, I don't think so. So karma, karma, karma is all I have to say. But yeah, it's super frustrating to watch these people act like idiots and not have like the decency to freaking contact me and talk to me directly, you know? And then when some do, they're shitting all over me. No, that's not how this works. Not at all. It is kind of sad, right? Nothing better to do. Whatever, though. Their choice, you know, their karma, their drama. In all honesty, it's probably going to do nothing but benefit me. So keep it up, because all of this talk is just promoting me, Oh, it's frustrating AF sometimes, though. People don't look into the right things, or they don't whatever. So, yeah. Carrying on. Crying out loud. Was there any questions that anybody had about that case particularly or not? Or I'm just curious. Yeah, I don't get the mentality of sitting around doing that either. Clary, you and I talk regularly, and we don't even do that behind closed doors, behind people's backs, where they can't even hear us. We don't even act like that. So, good luck with your life and your channel and everything when you're acting like that. So, I personally have no use for it, Damien Schmidt. Hola. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? Bien oui, Yvette. J'ai besoin de t'appeler encore pour parler un petit peu en français encore. Bueno, no problemo. Just rise above it as you always do. Yes. And sometimes I do let it get to me a little bit, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to let this have control over my emotions and my feelings and what I do and how I think and how I work and how I act. But I mean, clearly, obviously, it is a little bit bothersome, But I am a firm believer that no matter that the they're like what they want to see happen is something negative, and then what actually happens is probably going to be quite positive. So and for those that honestly came around you didn't have a right to do this copyright and blah blah blah. Clearly you can already see yes, I was in the right, or my channel would have been in trouble, and it's not. So, and the people who were using my footage actually had it taken down. You can't just not ask somebody to use what they've created. You know what I mean? T'attends mon appel? Okay, merci beaucoup, ma belle. Oh. So I don't know if there's anything that I can encourage for other people and their success on YouTube, it's to go ahead and work hard and do your own due diligence. And right now I'm in the process of going through Canada to get legal permission for literally every province to be able to access the documents for various cases, to actually read, the meat and potatoes of, court proceedings and what was said and stuff like that. So once that starts happening, I'm pretty confident that, it's going to be full speed ahead for me. But it's taken me 15 months just to get here. And then to see that some people came around and just used me to get themselves more views and more success is crap. And it's not okay. If I can't do that, then you can't do that. If I can't go and use the news footage and slap it all over my channel and build my channel like that as successful because I grabbed somebody else's information and recording to promote it, well, then other people can't do that same thing to me. It's like common sense. But I guess some people weren't born with that. I guess ignorance is bliss for some. Yeah, it is a little bit upsetting, but I mean, whatever. I dealt with it, I handled it, and I wasn't in the wrong. And here we are. So, like, moving right along kind of thing, whatever, to the rest of the people that have nothing better to do but sit around and try to talk about me. Like, good luck with that. You know, that's all I have to say. We're going to try to stay positive now because there's no need in allowing these people to upset us in any way. So, I do need a refill on my coffee, though. So, but yeah, Tina, you're right. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. LOL, hurry back. Hello, Mary. How are you, hon? Hair's all over me. So I don't know how many of you guys actually saw the upload of the new trailer that I did last night for you guys. I ended up working till like freaking almost midnight. So I didn't end up getting that uploaded until quite late, but I'm hoping that you guys had a chance to check it out. Super, super cool. And lots of fun. I mean, in all honesty. Some of that work doesn't really feel like work, though, right? Hey, Mary, how are you? So, okay, so you're saying Tamla Horsford is the case from Georgia. I believe that's Georgia, GA, I think. Damn. Let me write that in. Tam. Let's read up a little bit about this and see what the heck happened. Because this was really recently. Clary just mentioned it to me, you guys. Ugh, I don't like that. Oh, there's already a GoFundMe page up. So no, yeah, this did happen recently, but not like super, super recently. Tamla Horsford went to an adult sleepover party in Georgia, notoriously racist Forsyth County. Wow, that's crazy. 1 second. Okay, so when did this happen though, Clary? She was a 40-year-old wife, mother of 5 boys, ranging from 4 to 14, and a stepdaughter. What the fiddle? I honestly cannot, I don't understand why there is even any racism in this world at all. But that's because I'm not a judgmental person. I'm not sitting over here like, oh, poor one race over another because there was something tragic that happened at some point or another. There was something tragic that happened in almost every single race. So I just think that it's the extremists that tend to, overkill some things sometimes, And like it's good to remember history and stuff, but if it's stuff that's like a heinous detail, like why do you want to keep teaching somebody stuff like that over and over and over? I don't know. So the GoFundMe page says basically been classed an accidental death. She's beautiful. She's so pretty. She was a kind and true friend to many, was heavily involved in her community. She was full of life and love. And on November 4th, 2018, life was taken from her. She had been attending a sleepover birthday party with several women along with a few men and was found the next day deceased. Do they know the cause of death? Investigation into her death is now closed with the police department. However, there are several discrepancies and unanswered questions surrounding her death. Her family seeks answers and they want to know what happened to her that night. Well, okay, so like my question is, where's the autopsy report then, These damn zits. I think I had an allergic reaction to the lipstick, one of the lipsticks or something. This stupid zit. And then another one way down there. Almost looks like there's another one. I'm just like, damn! Break it out all over. Yeah, she's beautiful, but I wonder where's the autopsy report, That's what I would want to see. How don't they know like how she died, That was 10 days before your birthday, PK Sharpshooter? The chills down your spine. Yeah, no doubt. So this happened November 2018, and I guess supposedly she went into an area that is notoriously known for racism, I guess. Is that what this story is here? Oh, that's so awesome. She's got like $5,641 out of $25,000 goal. That's amazing. I was wondering on mine, like, what should I put for my channel? I was going to go do like 50,000 and I'm like, I don't know, maybe 5's fine. I just kind of randomly put in a number. But just to have another avenue for everybody, so that anybody who wanted to donate via PayPal or GoFundMe or e-transfer or whatever, like I have like 5 different ways for that set up for various people around the world. Hola, Laura, how are you, honey? You were napping? You're so lucky you get to do that. If I did that, I'd be up all freaking night. Forget it. You got to go, Amy? Okay, have yourself a great day. Thank you for your prayers. Love ya. That's awesome of you, seriously. You will be up all night? Oh, that sucks. There's like nothing to do. Why would you want to be up all night? No, thank you. The only time I'm up all night is if I can't sleep. But that's kind of rare. God's blessed me with a good night's sleep, pretty regularly. That's not why that's not good. Why would someone do that to any person? It's inhumane to be honest. Yeah. And I've said this before, like people might get away with heinous things and lies and cheats and whatever here on earth. But if you think you're getting away with it for the long run, you're wrong. Like I've said before, I'd rather pay for it on earth than have to deal with the wrath of God behind it. Like seriously, just fess up now, folks. Is how I see it, They waited so long to call 911. Who was so cold and distant? Her friends or her friends? It was supposed to be a mom's sleepover, and but the men were there? Weird. Yeah. I'd say try more prayers, Laura. It might help, you know. Ask and you shall receive. That's how I live it. Look at and live look and live it my life. I'm just like can't talk. Oh boy. The people who called one male and one female. You're gonna do that thing? What, the prayer thing? Good job, honey. Nice. So it was the friends that called 911 or what? I don't have very much details on this. Let me see if there's links here. The next morning, they hung up on the caller. Call handler. Oh, dang. That's always a little suspicious, right? Let's see. Tamla. Black America Web. Yeah, racism is just so not okay. It's so sad and stupid that we still have crap like this going on everywhere. You know, I don't know. How about you guys tell me? I don't know if I even have any colored folks of ethnicity on my channel right now in this moment? Like, because I have a particular question that I'm wondering, and you know, perhaps you can answer it for me now, but like I would like to know what is the importance of continuously teaching the bad pieces of history, you know, that happened in the ethnicity culture of your own. You know what I mean? Like, because like in my ethnicity culture, it's Hitler. I never talk about him. I've never taught him to anybody. I've never brought him up to my kids. I've never instilled anything like that. So like, I don't know what the point is of talking about the negative pieces of history that are only going to, in my opinion, sort of induce a little bit of distance between people that really it doesn't need to be created, right? I mean, there's always a lot of distance that's already created from all kinds of different things, media and whatever. Thanks, Clary. I just got it. So I don't know. Perhaps you guys can answer that for me. I don't know. Somebody, anybody, because I'd sure like to know what what the point of that is, right? Oh, that's a rubbish link. Okay. Well, I didn't even click on it yet. I just opened the phone. Hey, Chica Chilled, how you doing, hun? Has everybody seen the ring that I'm giving away? We're doing a blah, 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 giveaway for this beautiful ring. I don't know why I can't talk today, for crying out loud. But never been worn, brand new, still has its tag, size. I think this one, you know, I'm pretty sure we could just look it up now. Hey, early 1981, how are ya? Jewelry appraisal. I actually really like this Charmed Aroma. If you guys have never ordered a candle or a bath bomb from them, it's like the coolest thing ever. You know? What is 2, 3, 6? Oh my gosh, this is appraised at $150. That's amazing. I'm not even joking. Cool. Well, I'm giving away a $150 ring because it's a September ring, you guys. So I don't know. I don't even think that I purposely ordered this. It just happened to be the month that I had placed an order for the candle and the bath bomb. And you know, that's when they randomly send you out sort of whatever, right? So on their website, you can tell that there's like a group of jewelry. You could get any one of those like 4 or 5 different jewelries in the item that you're ordering. So I was perhaps hoping for something more, that wasn't, necessarily a birthstone of September. But $150, like holy crap, I didn't realize it was worth that much. That's awesome. September birthstone. Yes, that's exactly. Yeah. So I don't have use for it. Perhaps somebody who, is a September, or you have, your family member or something. It would make a great gift, or, even just to keep it yourself. I really wish that the darn camera would just focus on it already. But it keeps going to my background face. Come on, baby, work with me. Stupid camera. Oh boy. Yes, I am giving it away. I mean, seriously. I honestly, I don't wear a whole lot of blue, right? I think I wore blue the other day, but I wore one, like that was one time on like how many videos? I have like over 380 videos or something. Laura, yes, I heard about that. That's so cool. I really want to see and know how you did your giveaway, because I might be able to get some tips from it. I've never done giveaways before. I've never done any of this, though. All of it is brand new. Every time I learn something new, it's another experience to grow my mind. And would I be your ma'am? No, thanks, Moonship. I'm good. Blue is a beautiful color. I just don't wear it often enough, so somebody else should get good use out of this. It could be a great gift for your daughter, your daughter-in-law. It could be, your grandbaby. It could just be a play toy if you want. I don't know. $150 play toy is kind of expensive, but whatever. To each their own. I will check it. Oh, you guys are great. Love you lots, for sure. Your daughter-in-law, Carrie, is born in September. See, Yvette? Did you want your name put in the, I'm going to try to reuse the names that we had last time. So for those that are entering, again, kind of thing, I've already got your name. For those that are new entering, well, then I'll just have to write out a new one for you. Yes, Tina, you were one of the first names that were in, girl. So far, there's only like a handful of people in here. So, excuse me, pardon me. Sure, why not, right? And then next month, I'm for sure going to do the Visa MasterCard. So I mentioned it, so I'm going to follow through. I'm that kind of a chick, though. You love the ring, Kathleen? Did you enter into the last draw? Do I have your name, or are you brand new? Do I need to make one for you? I'm trying to find Yvette right now. You were in here? Okay, cool. So maybe I'll find your name too then. That's the kind of chick I am too. Yeah, I always like to do what I say. I like to prove myself, I'm all about proof and backing up your words because talk is cheap. Let's face it, anybody can talk till they're blue in the face, but are you actually going to, walk the walk, or are you just going to talk the talk, right? So I'm an actions type of girl, and I like proof, You can't argue with proof. It's like, here it is. And if you live your life on the right side of life, well, you don't really have anything to worry about anyways, right? Ah, Kathleen, I found you. Yvette, I wonder if I had already opened up your name and I just put underneath all of here or something. Watch me have to go through it twice. We'll see. Your phone keeps freezing? Everything seems to be working on my end, okay. Like it seems to be working well. I don't mean that as a question. It was more of a statement. Amy Ferguson. I wonder if she wanted to be put into the draw. She was on here earlier. Oops. I will when I'm finished. I will. How long are we in anyways right now? An hour. Okay. Yvette, did I already put you in or something or what? Je peux pas trouver ton nom. You're so... Yvette! Noël! Je l'ai trouvé! Je l'ai trouvé! Des folles choses, ça me fait sourire. Oh boy. Tina's laughing at me. Laura, did you want to be put into? I have your name here too, Laura. Do you want to go into the draw or what? I wonder if Amy wanted to. I guess she would have said, hey, is Sheila still here? Maybe she wants to also. Laura said, yeah. What did you guys think of the new trailer? Did you like it or what? Well, you can always give it away as a gift, honey. You don't have to keep it, I got Regine here. Wonder if she wants to enter too. Je suis tellement comique. J'ai des moments, pas tout le temps. Des fois, je suis frustrant. If you win, yeah, you should keep it for yourself or give it away, Give it to somebody else. Maybe there's somebody in your life you can give it to. Ooh, Chica Chilled was here. Does she want to be entered? Is she still here? I don't know. I just found her name. That's why I'm asking. Like, I saw your name, Laura. Now I can't find it. I'm like, what the fiddle? Like, seriously. Chica's present. Do you want to be entered in the draw, honey? Yes, no, maybe so. Laura. I can't believe I can't find your name now. I'm like, are you serious? Hippie Chick? Is Hippie Chick still here? Laura, I found it. Of course, like the last one. Whatever. Too big for you. Okay, well, you could always give it away to someone else if you want to be entered. Laura. But that's okay if you don't want to be entered. I don't want to force anybody. enter in the draw. You know, I was pretty shocked at the value, weren't you? I was like, holy crap. Miri, I don't know if I have you on here. I don't think I do. But I want to show you guys the appraised amount. Dun, 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 dun. All right, just hold it still. Focus, camera. Do you see that on the yellow? Right there. Come on, camera. There we go. Nope. Right? It doesn't even want to freaking. So am I going to share my clue? Well, my clue was on the video of Jamie Kloss and Jake Thomas Patterson. I had said in the video towards the ending-ish, for those of you that were waiting for the announcement on the giveaway, stay tuned, right? And then I showed the giveaway, and I don't know how many people saw it. I had said, if you want to enter in the draw, please just put your name below. And yeah, so I was like, how many of you guys are watching the video of mine to the end? And how many are you paying attention to detail, right? So like if you would have actually fully watched it, you would have heard the announcement, you would have seen the ring, and and then proceeded if you liked it to enter. So it is a larger size, but I didn't want to have to be just wearing rings on my ring finger, right? So who watches with you, Tina? Eve Harvey, my mom wants to enter. Eve Harvey. Okay. Where is my little paper? You have sausage fingers. I don't have super big fingers, My hands are fairly small. I think my ring finger is like size 7 or something. 7 and a bit. 7 and a quarter. Pen. Miri, I'm going to write your name down as well, hun. You're chubby. Your fingers are chubby. You're so funny, Clary. I highly doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it. Oh, my neck and back. Miri. I'm not going to put your last name because I don't even know what that is or how to. Looks like backwards ends, and I'm like, what? That's how I felt. You guys were like, go check your PayPal. I'm like, hold on a second. Actually, I do have 2 devices. I could just do that. Sheesh. I'm sure some of you are rolling your eyes at me like right now, like, oh, sheesh. Sheesh. All right, I'm on it. I'm on it. They don't look like sausages. You're funny, Laura. Boom. Wow. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. Thanks, hon. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the best. Oh, poor Chica's like, hey, I got email too. What the fiddle? Aw. So I haven't decided if I'm going to go out on a date or not tonight. Hot date. Ooh, date night. Yeah, I might. I don't know, She's so sweet, seriously. Why the maybe? Well, I don't know. I don't really put myself out there for dating anymore, I don't know. I'm not planning on ever having any more kids. I don't know about marriage. I'm never sure how real people are. There's so much dishonesty and fast connections with people these days. Like, it's hard to trust. And let's face it, my trust has been broken so many freaking times that like, I'm already from the get-go going in like, are you lying about something? You know what I mean? So, and most people aren't very honest, So I have 3. My oldest is 21. He'll be 22 this year. My middle one is 18, and my last is 16. Elaine Colley. More about this date. Well, he's a very good-looking African-American male. And he seems nice and stuff, but I mean, I've never met him. I've never really, like, it's different when you're talking about meeting up and you've only really met online. Like, it's just like, I don't know, the whole thing isn't really even safe anymore these days, but it is the way and new age of everybody meeting and whatever. So has that person lied to me before? Yes, he has. But, like, it may have been like a little white lie, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's the way that it sets it off right from the get-go. And yeah, I don't know. I wonder if he's listening right now, actually. Who knows? Cancel. Just to be safe, tell a friend where you're going. Yeah. I might just, like, where I live in this town, you guys, it really only takes like 15 minutes to get from one end to the other. So in all honesty, I could just meet him, which is what I was thinking about doing. But as I said, I'm really just, I don't know, my trust is kind of there he is. You said go and have fun. Well, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it. Sorry, Anthony, what? Tina, your mom thinks it's amazing that we can talk like this. She says, go and have fun and have a laugh. Aw, she's so sweet. Thank you, Eve. I don't know. He wasn't very honest the very first time we started talking, and I thought he was, really nice, and there was potential for something there in a sense. Um, so yeah. Then he waited quite some time, changed his name around, and requested, again to go out. And I'm like, He says he's using his real name and he just has multiple middle names and stuff. But I think that that's a way that you can have like multiple accounts if you're using your name in different ways. And I don't know if I can trust it. Have fun like you would with a friend. Yeah, but is it really like that when you're doing that with a male? Like their intention usually is, "Oh, you're beautiful and I'd really love to lay down with you." And it's like, "Hold up, wait a minute." Like, let me put some distance in it. Like, trust my gut. My gut, my gut often turns away from most anybody. You know what I mean? But I understand what you mean by that, Yvette. And like having not actually been able to see him face to face and get the vibe of whether or not he is trustworthy at all is what's preventing me from maybe taking a leap at it. You know what I mean? You can't just do that these days. You can't just take leaps of faith and hope things work out. I mean, shoot, this day and age, it's too dangerous. Miri says, your English is crap, but you always say if you get when he lies, it's better not getting it. Okay. Any red flags? Well, I don't like that, like he started talking to me and things seemed to be going well, and then he just dropped off and like stopped talking to me for months and months and months, and then turned around and decided to start talking to me again and wanted to meet up again. And I was like, what the heck happened to you before? Like, why did you drop off? Like, I think he dropped off to date somebody for a while or sleep with somebody for a while. And then when that didn't work out, he came back trying to talk with me again. And I was like, you know what? I want to be first choice. And if you can't see my awesomeness first, and you're going to run off and, get it in quick with someone else until it doesn't work, and then you're going to come back at me? No, thank you. I'm not interested in that. I almost forgot I wanted to stream a little bit of Toadies today. Have any of my viewers signed up on the Toadies app at all or no? I wanted to make sure I got in a little bit of streaming with it. I promised that I would. Still. Yeah, I don't like that he lied at all. I don't like that he stepped into my life for a little while and then completely backed out. And he, wasn't very forthcoming about what that was all about. So I guessed, I'm like, yeah, I kind of think that maybe you met somebody for a little while and then you decided to come back and see if I was still available when that didn't work out. And I could see right through that. And I'm like, no, thanks. Well, I don't think that I would feel comfortable with that, Clary. I think it's you don't want to just be giving your address out to just anybody. Like, and I don't know him, even though he lives in the city that I grew up, even in the exact area that I grew up. I don't really know him. And like I said, we seem to be getting along and clicking very well, and then suddenly he just gone, disappeared. He wasn't around you know, to talk anymore. So I thought that was sketchy, personally. I just have to run and go pee and heat up my coffee. I understood the lying with guys. Yeah, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm a super freaking honest chick, and I don't find there's guys out there that are like that at all. You know. Well, I'm not really sure how to do that, how to connect it. I have Google Hangouts, Clary. I think it has something to do with the email. You see loads of people doing it. Yeah. I wanted to look up Laura's channel. My hair color is lovely and my nails, thanks. I do my own everything. I do my own beauty treatments. I do my own, like, manicures, pedicures, gel nails. I'm going to try waxing my own legs. To call in. Yeah, that would be super cool. Yeah, well, I don't lie to guys though. Like, I'm upfront and honest from the get-go, and then I find like that I don't get the same treatment in return, and I'm just like, well, you can flock off too. Make like a bird and flock off. Laura appreciates. Yay! I found you. I'll be your number 41, Laura. Proudly. I'm going to be 41 this year too. That's so cool. Coincidental? Too lazy to lie. I don't want to have to freaking remember what the hell I lied about anyways. I might as well just be upfront about what the heck I've been through and what I'm dealing with versus trying to hide anything. You're too paranoid? Yeah, I'm a little bit paranoid with the whole dating thing, period. All right, Laura, I'm your 41. Did you post your giveaway video or how did you do yours? I'm wondering. You're so pretty. You have like that dark, sultry look to you, you know? The dark eyes, dark hair. You're so beautiful. Seriously. Better be safe than sorry. Exactly, right? That's why I don't go out. I just don't go out. But you never really know what's going to happen anyways, you know. Going out for dinner with friends and stuff is one thing and or whatever, but the whole dating thing, to me there always seems to be that expectation level there, or that underlying feeling that they really want something more. You know what I mean? And it's just like, hold up, like, we barely know each other. So yeah, you'd have no idea how to date. Yeah. You're lucky. You're married and happy and you have your partner. I mean, I would love that, but I don't think I'm going to find anybody that's as honest as me, and when they can't be honest, I'm not sure that they're being real, and then it doesn't seem authentic, and I don't know. I have yet to find that person who constantly chooses me, right? I choose you. I choose you. I'm going to show you off to the world. And I don't want to be just part-time chosen, right? I'm not here for part-time choosing. So I choose to take myself out of the whole dating scene period just due to, feeling that level of expectation like that. So you'll never date again. Yeah. Yeah, I can relate, Clary. I lost a partner in 2005 that I was super, super close with. And I am a firm believer that he's waiting on the other side in heaven, but we'll meet one day, Many speak French and English, but also multicultural. Was that in connection to another comment, Yvette? Oh, the better to be safe than sorry? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Chica. You know, hard sometimes, right? Somebody you really care about leaves. Hang on. Love you guys too. Well, it definitely makes me misty-eyed. But so, yeah, on to more positive thoughts because, you know, life is hard when the one person that you know, was your solid rock and your, you know, your everything is gone. So, hard to deal with, 100%. I look like a nurse? Oh. You mean because of my outfit? No. Just a little like cute little shirt. Oh boy, sorry. Girls, we were supposed to be excited for date night. Deep breaths. Yeah, I don't know. Putting myself out there is just really not, it's just not something I do all the time. So, and the people that I have put myself out there for in the past have not been very good. So, hey, Lisa, for the fashion show, you're cute. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, that was your fault. Still raw. Yeah, it's still pretty raw for me too. And that was mine's back like freaking 2005, you guys. So, but I don't know. I don't know if I could trust it. I don't know. Yeah, I hear you, Chica. Trust is hard though, that's for sure. And you know, when you keep trying to put it out there only for it to be, you know, broken or not valued or, you know, like if you get to a point, like I don't know how old everybody is on my channel, you guys, but I've been dating on and off since I was like, you know, 13 years old. Like I am freaking done with people, you know, just wanting to take from me. If I can't find a man who's going to give to me, you know, first, and in this day and age, good luck finding that. Most of them, you know, are tying everything up right close, like they're not going to tell you about their success in any way, shape, or form because they feel like you're going to use them. Nah, bish. I just want to make sure you're not going to use me. You know what I mean? If you've got yours and I've got mine, well, then I guess we should be fine. But if you're coming at me and you can't even prove what you got, you know, and you want me to prove what I got, forget it. Like, get out of here, you know? Yeah, Tina. I've just been dating for so freaking long and a lot of unhealthy relationships and a lot of takers, you know, not a lot of men. I did have a few, but not a lot that were like givers. You know what I mean? and that came with their own wallet and their own vehicle and their own house and their own furnishings, and they didn't need to come and live off of me or whatever, you know? I've dated a lot of the men that needed to live off of me, and I'm just like not even interested. So due to a lot of the unhealthy relationships, I think I've kind of reached my end where I really am not that interested in trying, you know, especially because men aren't willing to like put it out there like, hey, listen, I got some of this for you, babe. I'll take care of you a little bit here. You know, they're all like standoffish, like, well, you should be able to do this all by yourself. Like, nah, I have been doing it all by myself, and I've been supporting other people for the last 20 freaking years. Like, forget it. I'm done. I'll just take care of myself then if this is how it's going to work. And I don't need anybody. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I'm looking at it now. Like, I really just don't need anybody, you know? Right on, Tina Kelly. Super happy for you. You landed one young and made it work. Right on. Have to have faith that there's someone out there for you. Yeah, I think I have faith that God is my man. He's the one that's helping to take care of me. He's the one that lines up my jobs. He's the one that makes sure my bills are paid. And he gives me the strength to work hard to get through it each month, every day. You know, I don't see any men around trying to do that. They're all concerned with their own self and stuff. So I guess that's what I'm going to do too. Like, I have faith that God, you know, God's got me. God's my man, and I don't really need like a human man. Like, you know, what are they going to do other than take? So, and that's just due to my pain, you know, and so like whatever. I kind of consider myself like beautiful damaged goods. You know, I can make it on my own. I don't need anybody's help to do it. I got this. I'll figure it out. I'll learn it. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants something for something. Nobody wants to just genuinely help someone out of the kindness of their heart. It has to have an aligning agenda of some kind of benefit for themselves. And that's unfortunate, you know? I choose to live my life the exact opposite way. And that if I see somebody that needs some help or I can do something or give, I will. Like, I don't wait for somebody to come and ask. I'll just do it. Like for instance, I was driving through Walmart parking lot. I used to work there actually, and I noticed that one of the guys that worked there outside with the carts didn't really have a proper jacket. Like, I mean, he did. He was wearing like 3 freaking layers, and I had a jacket at home that I wasn't even using anymore. It was a Columbia one, a really nice one. I think I got it donated to me by somebody who didn't want it anymore. But it was yellow, and I didn't really want to wear it because yellow is not my color, right? So I just kept it, and I realized, you know, this man actually really kind of needs a jacket. So I brought it out. I brought it to him. And then just last week, I was driving through Walmart and I saw him wearing it. And he was like, thank you so much. It's so warm. I can't believe how warm this jacket is. I said, well, I knew it was a good jacket because it was a Columbia one. So I didn't want to just throw it away or whatever because somebody gave it to me. So I gave it to him. Yeah, pay it forward, right? It's like a domino effect. You want to keep giving. And it's only going to come in handy, you know, later on, karma and stuff. So that is why I kept it, right? I wanted to give it to somebody in need, you know? Aw, thanks, Miss Is it Coley? Sorry. You know, sometimes I can be bitter and angry and upset and, you know, mean and sharp and bitchy straight up. Like, you know, I have my days, whatever. Shaylee, that's a beautiful name. But I'm not perfect. I try to live my life right. I try to be, you know, I try to be a good person. You know, I have my moments where I'm just pissed off at the world and I don't give a flying rat's whatever. But, you know, I try to pull myself through that too. I try not to focus on that, you know. That's not a weird name, Shaylee. It's a really pretty name. It would be super fun to sign with the Y and the L and the E's. You could make it look so pretty. Yes, I guess I have a good heart. You know, sometimes my heart feels a little trampled on and I get a little angry and upset and I shut myself off and I really don't want to be a part of the world at all. But then I pray and I read my Bible and I try to get some strength and I push forward. And that's what I've been doing for the last, 10 years almost. Well, not the Bible portion. The Bible portion's really only the last like 4 years. 4 years, 5 years maybe, tops kind of thing. It was always kind of a goal of mine. Was one day I wanted to read the Bible front to back. I had never been able to do it, so I bought an easier version to read, and I was finally able to accomplish my goal, and I was really happy about that. So, hey, Brandy, Eubanks, how are ya? That's normal. You felt like that before when people let you down. Yeah, I've been let down a lot in my life. People that were supposed to be there for me, such as my parents and my brothers and whatever. Nobody was really there for me from a very young age, like 15. So I have strategically had to make up for the lack of support and love and guidance in my life through God, because that was the only other guidance that I really had. Otherwise, I was going at it on my own, and on my own, I was a really shitty person. I was angry, I was fighting, I'm talking when I was a teenager. I did some pretty awful things. So, the feeling. Shaylee, you say you're helping you get through your rough relationship with your daughter. Wow, you're so lucky that you have a relationship with your daughter. You're able to see her and talk to her, and I don't know. I would suggest trying to do things that keep you not concentrate, focus fully on each other, but like keeping your hands busy or your mind sort of busy while you're building that relationship. Lisa, what are you talking about? Now I make it back to here. She's talking about me. What are you talking about? God, luckily, there's nothing we can do that God won't forgive us from. Yes, but you have to ask for the forgiveness on exactly what you've done wrong, which means you have to verbalize what you've done wrong. If you don't ever say the sin that you want forgiveness for, how is he supposed to know? He's not a mind reader too, right? Repent, exactly, yeah. Your dad says I don't have a heart, I have a thumping gizzard. Oh my goodness. Well, it sounds like you and your dad have a playful relationship together, which is nice, happy for you. I would hope that, if that hurt your feelings, you're able to tell him that. I tried to express myself to my dad about things that hurt my feelings, and he just kind of chuckled and laughed and didn't seem to really care. There was certainly no kind of an apology at all. There never has been from them, though. They don't think they've done anything wrong, which is part of the problem, in my opinion. I hope that they repent before they pass away, because I'm just worried for them in the afterlife. If they don't admit to their sins and mistakes, what kind of wrath that's going to bring from God. I would not want to deal with that. I would really, really wouldn't. Hi, Brandy. Great advice. I tend to burn out. I love your spirit, personality, and laugh. I will stay positive. And sometimes it's harder said than done. I have my negative moments too, you guys, but I really do try to stay positive. But my strength doesn't come from me alone. My strength solely comes from my God, my Father, Miri says there are parents who learned this from their own parents. That's true. That's true. And there's the parents that say that they had it way worse, which is mine, and that, this is nothing, and that we're lucky. Laura says, old school men, they are a little cold. My dad was like that. Yeah. I don't like that, because it seems a little heartless, right? And especially if you don't know the person. You don't know that they're just being like I don't know. I don't know. There's some old school that's good. There's some old school that's not. Oh, you're funny. So you thought I was talking about you? That's why you put the LMFAO? Oh, man. I gotcha. I'm following you now. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. It could be narcissistic behavior from the parents. Yeah, who knows? Whatever it is, I think that this day and age, people are far more likely to admit to mental illnesses, depression, and negative diagnoses and stuff than back in the day. Because if you were, diagnosed with something back in the day, like you were kind of like ostracized, right? So in this day and age, it's far more acceptable to have a mental disorder and depression and talk about it even. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to hide mine, like I'm not going to sit here and act all perfect and happy because that's not how life is, right? Life is hard and full of ups and downs. How you deal with that though is the important part. So, whatever you're tapping into to channel out the negative energy and stuff is important. Everybody gets their strength from something and someone and replenishes from somewhere and something, so for me, it's God. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I can't do this life on my own. I've said it a million times. I say it almost every day to God. I can't do this without you. I can't even imagine what life, because life is so hard, must be like for non-believers and people who don't know God or they've never known Christ at all. That must be really, really hard because it's really freaking hard for the people who do. Never mind, for the people who don't. So like I sincerely pray for those folks, You like meditation, mindfulness, and yoga, Chica? Your dad is hilarious, Lisa. It sounds like you guys have a great relationship. That's awesome. Good for you, for sure. Everyone's going through something. Yes, that's true, Shaylee. Yeah. When I was in my 20s, I told him I was going to be a hooker. He told me you'd starve. Yeah, I think he told me that one before. I know when I was a kid once I was watching things like that, they stick with you, when you're so little and you're admiring something and aspiring and looking up to it like, oh, maybe I could do this, and you don't get the encouragement from your freaking parents. Like, I mean, it's devastating as a child. Even as a young woman, like I remember telling my mom that I wanted to own a salon and I was going to take the aesthetics course. And she was like, I don't think that's really going to make you enough money to sustain you and your kids. I mean, it was just like no support, no freaking, oh, that would be so great. Or, you could do really good at it. It was just like, no, I don't think that's going to be a good recourse of money for you. And she wanted me to go into the legal field, which I later ended up doing much, much later, but whatever. We're all in the same pain, just different levels, living the same hell, dealing with different devils. You're so cute, Clary. I love that. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. And I mean, we're all sinners too, right? I mean, we all have our own mistakes to own up to and actions and whatnot, So, but being able to admit to them, right? Being able to say, yeah, hey, I was a shitty person, or I did XYZ, or I, had some struggles and this is what they were and whatever. Being able to like put that in the forefront and be like, hey, this is me, this is what I've done, and this is where I've been is not an easy thing to do. But in all honesty, coming into the public world, it has to be something that you're willing to do. Otherwise, you're going to probably set yourself up for failure in a sense, right? Because if you can't admit to your mistakes, the world's going to come around and point them out. And if you're embarrassed by them, well, it's for sure going to bother you. And then you're going to be affected by what people think. So, you have to be able to say, hey, listen, this is what I've done wrong. And, I've owned it and whatever, and moving right along. Right. So that nobody can come around and throw it in your face and say, hey, this is the kind of asshole you were at one point in life. Like, I don't think so. Everybody's been a jerk at one point in life. Everybody's made bad decisions at one point in life. And it certainly doesn't define who you are for the rest of your life. So why did I start my channel? Well, I had student loans that I really wanted to I wanted to pay them off a lot faster. And I was like, what else can I do with my life to have multiple avenues of revenue along with my jobs, along with other things that I do? Okay. And so originally, when I did my very first upload on true tips and tricks, November 7th, 2017, my goal was to, be able to pay off my student loans and in turn maybe take a business course or something else to continue learning, new things, because I had just graduated my legal assistant course. End of February, I finished my practicum. I think I got my diploma like beginning of March. So, and that was 2017. So, no, 2018. Jeez whiz. Wow. Man, I can't believe we're already 2019. It's like, holy crap, But so like my goal, was to build extra revenue to pay off my student loans. And it turned into telling my life story, sharing my victim voice, and using it to spread awareness. So I'm really not sorry that I did it. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to deviate from the truth from you guys, for you guys, because I mean, why? How do you deserve anything less, right? You deserve the complete truth. I'm not going to sit here and be like, the only reason that I started my channel was to be like a victim advocate. The only reason that I started my channel was to, help people, because that's not the only reason that I started the channel. But I'm very proud of those reasons as well. But my original reason is still the same. So I might as well just be honest, because anybody who watches all the videos are going to be able to look back and see what all I have said. So be honest and be on the forefront is how I live my life, It's part done. I never did the final verse. Should I like that? Okay, what were you doing though? I have it wrote the hook for a song I was working on before Christmas. Oh, nice. When I make a mistake, I use an eraser. You're funny, Mark. Well, I refuse to let other people come around and be like, oh, well, I heard this, or, oh, well, what about this, or whatever. Like, I'll just be upfront and honest, because nobody's going to come at me and tell me that I've been a liar about anything, And I have no reason to hide like the bad or the good or whatever. So I'm going to go make one more cup of coffee with my beautiful mug. Nasty Nate never did place his little order. He's like, I'm ordering merch. I get an email for merch ordered and nothing's come in yet, Nasty Nate. I'm talking to you. I'll be right back. Amazes me how you can share all your ups and downs. It takes a lot of guts. Yeah, it sure does. It really does. But like with a person like me who's had the kind of background that I've had, you guys, I didn't see any other way around it. You know what I mean? Um, I may not have, an adult record, and you may not be able to see my juvenile record, well, for those of you that aren't in law enforcement or something. But in all honesty, like if I don't own up to my mistakes, someone else is just going to find out a shitty piece of information about my past and try to use it against me. And I was well aware of that by putting myself out there in the public's eye, that there was going to be people that were going to be like, let's take this bitch down. Like, I don't like her. I don't like what she stands for. I don't like that she loves God. I don't like that this woman is strong after all the crap that she's been through. Let's try to take her down. That's how I feel like I'm fighting against the world, And I have a few friends in and around there now, though, which is super cool. Like I never would have met Clary T without doing this, And she's been an inspiration and a strength for me in ways that, like I couldn't do by myself. You know what I mean? So I am forever grateful for the ones that are kind and kind-hearted and willing to share the experience with me and hear it out and not judge. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that's really difficult for the entire world to do. I even have trouble freaking not judging sometimes, right? I mean, you heard my, anger towards the Watts case a few times, where I was upset about things, but I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I really didn't want anybody coming at me. So I figured, well, if you're going to put yourself out there for the public, you might as well just put it all out there, So that's what I did, and it hasn't been a wrong or a bad thing. It's been quite positive. It's been a good thing. You think my room needs feng shui? I don't know. It probably, I just recently moved it around and damn near killed my back. I just actually switched a few pieces of furniture and moved the TV to the side and like the furniture to that side. So nothing too extensive. Everybody needs to read In the Meantime by Ilana Van Zandt. Life-changing. Tina, what's wrong? Oh, she's just Shaylee, she's just like, who cares what they think, You need a YouTuber to read me it on video. Well, I don't know. For me, you guys, I just thought, well, I'm not going to put myself out here if I'm not able to be fully honest about the good and the bad, And there is both. So you see what is happening, and I hate it. I hope they feel good about themselves. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, whatever. They clearly have nothing better to do. But like, I honestly see it as, a bittersweet thing. Like in all honesty, like these people are taking time out of their lives to simply just talk about me. They don't know me. They don't know how much I actually drink. And that being said, I have 2 fucking cats. Who cares how much I drink? It's not like I've got kids running around and they're not being fed and I'm a drunk. Like, wow, people. I don't think it's possible to attain the level of beauty that I have inside and out with an alcoholic problem. I don't even think it's possible. It doesn't even go together. So for those that, have nothing better to do and that is what they're doing and that is what they're saying, shame on you, first of all. And I'd be scared of the karma. I would be so scared because you don't know who's backing me. You don't know what I have behind me. And in all honesty, I would be really scared. So, where are you? Did you get caught in my room? You're not supposed to be in there. Arr. Great minds discuss ideas and events, small, simple ones discuss people. Yeah, that is a really good saying. I guess so. They are just doing that. They are being very simple-minded and a little bit nitpicky-ish, right? Like they were in the wrong and they got taken to task for it. And yet they, they're pissed off. Like you already knew you were doing wrong. So I'm not sure what the hell you're mad at or who you're mad at, but you should be looking in the mirror. Like seriously. Yes, I have pictures of the couch. Chloe Jenkin, is that a child crying in the background? Nope, I don't have any children here. Sorry, weirdo. Like, wow. You get every kind, eh, Clary? Holy, seriously. Yeah, that's true, Clary, though. Forget them, You come here because I'm so positive and it lifts you up. Yeah, well, I'm sorry for the days that I'm not super positive, but I'm not going to get on here and be fake either. I think you guys are owed the real me, and sometimes I do think people are idiots. And sometimes I am a little bit upset and I hate the world, but you got to move past it and move on. I can't just sit there in the negative feeling for forever. Like, it's only going to drag you down too. So I see no point. You know what I mean? Weary, but now you're my twin. You're stuck with me. Aw. You and Laura sitting on a tree. No, I'm just kidding. Huh. Pooh Paul said he can't eat. He doesn't have a mouth. Interesting. What milk do I use? Well, I used to get this creamer that had like a little bit of like a Bailey's, but they don't sell it anymore. So I've been using the hazelnut creamer from Shoppers Drug Mart. Shaylee, that's why you love me. Yeah, well, I'm honest, even if it's gonna hurt me, because I figure, well, I don't want anybody else finding out about it, not through me. So that's what I have you for. Aw. So Andrew Metam used to use Bailey's, but they don't sell it anymore. So now I just use hazelnut cream. Who the heck makes it? Now you're making me want to check. Hang on. You're such a little sneak going in my room when I open the door. You're such a sneak. So, International Delight. Yummy. So yummy. And it's only 35 calories, so compared to Bailey's, well, we won't go there. Some of you guys wonder where I get my extra happiness from. It is certainly not alcohol. Again, it's God. I pray before my show. I read my Bible. I pray after. I thank him and I ask him for strength. So it's definitely not me. It's all God. Truthfulness and honesty are lost traits. Yeah, that's true, Shaylee. People are like, no, it wasn't me. I didn't do shit. Yeah, you did. You're an international delight? I think you're an alien delight. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's made in Montreal, Quebec. Mr. Angry Eyes. Who's Angry Eyes? What the fiddle are you talking about? Oh, I would love that, Chica. That would be amazing. Yeah, this stuff's pretty yummy. It smells so yummy. I like it. Hazelnut's your favorite too, Shaylee? Yeah, so yummy. Who's Stubby? Oh, Stubby, dang, ma'am, you look pretty good. And my mod is like, dang, man, you look pretty scary. Oh, boy. Now I understand where the angry eyes came from. I had to just look up and read some of the comments first. Strawberry Baileys. I've never, ever tried that. I don't even think we have that here. I'm not even going to lie. Right? Didn't even know it existed. That's how it works, right? Like cool places around the world get like the best, newest stuff. And if it works out well there, well, then we can try it. Excuse me. Someone's got us mixed up with farmers only. What the fiddle, Lisa? What are you talking about? Are you? Not me, honey. My indica makes me stoned, and that's not till later. My eyes would be all red and chinky, so shipping me both a bottle. Oh, geesh, that's so sweet. No, for me, daytime smoke is the CBD stuff that I smoke. It doesn't have any THC in it, and it just takes away my body pain temporarily, but whatever. Temporary is better than not at all. Holy poop hall, that is nothing to be bragging about. I would be sincerely worried about God's wrath if I did that to anybody. Can I hide behind the pillow with you, Mark? What the fiddle, Andrew? Where is that Mark person? Is he even still here? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. It's 10 p.m. there? It is 4 p.m. here. Not a good room for you. Yeah, exactly. No. And my rasp slaps your wrench. Oh, boy. Sure you did. Yeah, Clary is from the UK. Good afternoon, Aaron Flamant. Tina, I'm Coventry. What? 8 hours ahead. Yeah. We are close. Yes. She has the coolest accent, too. Like, it's so neat. I wish I could just imitate it, but I can't even imitate it. In Southern Illinois, we're always packing. Packing that heat, are ya? Whoop, whoop. Well, much love to all of you guys. For those of you that are just tuning in, don't forget about the draw for the beautiful ring, valued at $150. I was kind of like, wow, cool. So the gem is actually worth something, which is really cool. The ring should not tarnish your finger at all, and it has the size and the code, so you can look it up yourself. What time is this date? No, he hasn't even messaged. Yesterday he messaged late. Like he is an hour away in the city that I was raised in, and you know, he was messaging at like 7:30, 7:40, saying like, I could come out. Do you want to hang out? That's a little bit late. You know, I kind of like to plan things a little bit sooner than that late, you know? So the draw for this beautiful ring will be on, I'm actually going to make it for Thursday, the 21st of March, because I want to be able to mail it by the 22nd. So I originally said that, hey, 24-hour crime, you keep getting unsubscribed from the channel. Weird. That is weird. I don't know what to tell you about that. 24-hour crime, did you want to enter into the draw for this ring? Because you did enter the last draw, so I don't know if you'd be interested or not. Camera, good focus. I don't know if you're interested. I hate this camera sometimes, you know? It's just like, fucking work with me. What's been happening? What's that meeting about? What are you talking about, Shaylee? It was going to be a possible date, but I'm not sure that I even want to go. But if you'd like to be entered into the draw, please drop your name into my last upload. Or just let me know, whatever. Message me, you know? And then next month, we're for sure doing the Visa MasterCard. So for those of you that are interested in entering for that, stay tuned for that announcement. Some girl had 16K. No, that was Susan Bonds, and she always had the 16, 17K. She said that she turned her privacy setting for her channel to private and then turned it back, and she was only showing like 200 subscribers. But that was just a glitch on her end, and on my end and other people's end, you could clearly see that she had 16, 17K for her subscribers nonetheless. You've seen it? Interesting. Well, I checked it like 4 times for her, and every time I looked, and it was from different IP addresses, they were all showing her full subscribers. So I'm not sure what happened. I feel like that was just a temporary glitch on her end because it was later fixed. Like 2 days later, she was emailing me saying that it was back up to her 17K. You clicked on her homepage and it did tell you only like 60 followers. Interesting. Well, yeah, she was pretty adamant that she had lost like everything and was starting over. And I was like, no, I still see full amount on my end, just letting you know. And then like 2 days later, like I said, she emailed me and she was like, they're all back. Like I've got them back. So thanks, kind of thing. You've seen it was put back to the 16K. Yeah, I'm sure it was just like kind of like a glitch, you know? A temporary glitch. A lot of people have been unsubbing to her. Seen them in the saying that in the chat. Interesting. I saw that you saw that she gave me a shout out. Nice. I did not see that. Always watching, rarely talking. Yeah, I hear you, Clary. One day that would be nice to travel, but got to get all the finances and stuff in order first, you know, take care of the important things first. Girls' holiday, that would be so cool. Super cool. Wherever we do go, we have to like research the crime. We have to research the laws so we don't do anything wrong, you know? There's been some tourist sites now that just sincerely are no longer safe. There's been all kinds of vicious crimes happening in Jamaica as far as rapes, and somebody died in another hot spot. Well, there's been a few murders in hot spots. Cali. Unless it's in here. I never shut up. You're funny, Clary. Oh boy. Youngins, all right, Shaylee, you have a great day. Stay safe wherever you are around the world, hun. I'll defend you here in Cali. Well, you guys can always come to Canada. We can certainly see the beautiful sights here too. There's lots to do. I'll put you ladies up. Yes, thanks for joining, Shaylee. Hey, did you want to enter into the draw? I don't know. I didn't ask you. Defend you too. Got big hands, remember? You're funny. Maybe she already clicked off before she heard me ask if she wanted to be entered into the draw. Or maybe she doesn't want to be entered in the draw. I don't know. Some people might not like the ring. I don't know. Oh, lots of coffee today. I'm definitely coffeeed out. I should go for a walk. Go grab some more wine for my alcoholic ass. Like, seriously, whatever. Oh my goodness. Oh, Clary. Well, I love you guys lots. My back is killing me. I got to go and have a smoke, and then I'm going to go for a walk. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you want to enter into the draw, let me know. And, it's TGIS. Thank God it's Sherry. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed spending time here. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new, because I'd love to see you back here again. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.